Okay, I think we can get started. First of all, I want to share that my name is Estefania Milla Moreno. I go by she, her, and I'm the program manager of the Bachelor of Indigenous Land Stewardship. And today I'm joined by my colleagues, Chiara Longi, Jana Kellet, and Sonia Adloff. We all are here to support you. I'm going to be talking, providing an overview of the program. It's not very long. We want this part to be pretty descriptive of what you can find in the website, but at the end, we're gonna be handling questions. Because we're recording, we advise that you can hide your camera so you don't appear in the recording. And at the end of this first part, we're gonna stop the recording and then we can handle all the questions. Super. So as we begin this webinar, I would like to acknowledge that the UBC Vancouver campus is located in the traditional, ancestral, and unceded lands of the Musqueam people. And this territory is also adjacent to the Squamish and Tsleil-Waututh nations, to what is also known as Metro Vancouver. We're not doing this as a mere formality, but as a reminder of our ongoing responsibility to learn, build respectful relationships, and contribute positively with the land and their caretakers. I think that this is particularly important in what we do in this program. This is, we found important to show you who is part of the team. Unlike many other programs, we have two program managers. Rasmeyer Ross is mostly dedicated to the online students of the program, and I am mostly dedicated to those in person, but we do work collaboratively. We also have the support of a team that has a very strong legacy and is well known for being super helpful and super supportive, which is the UBC Forestry undergraduate student services team. So in the call, you'll see Chiara and Jana. We also have Anna Kursing, and they will be responding some of the questions that you can be posting on the chat. Also part of the team and the vision of the program came from the director of the Center of Indigenous Land Stewardship, where the bachelor is located, Dr. Nadi Denesa Gary Merkel, as well as Dr. Carlos Ormond, who's the program director of this bachelor. So the Bachelor of Indigenous Land Stewardship, it's a multi-access program that integrates Indigenous people science and land ethics with other resource management approaches, also known as like more Western approaches. This is an interdisciplinary program. It's mostly land-based and is intended for Indigenous and non-Indigenous students. We are honored to have Indigenous leaders, knowledge keepers, and allies all around our program. So why choose the bachelor degree in Indigenous land stewardship? This program will help with reflecting, honoring, and valuing Indigenous knowledges and their experiences. It's fostering Indigenous land restoration, and land healing with action-oriented reconciliation. And it's using multidisciplinary approaches, bringing different knowledge systems, and carrying this throughout the 4 years of this program. The first 3 years of the program are mostly course-based, And the last year is more towards like professional experiences. So what will you learn? We go over uh, different classes. Some of them are gonna be related to land governance, land sovereignty, indigenous views of landscapes, community engagement, remote sensing, indigenous law, and all the way up to developing a land stewardship plan. These pictures that you see are actually coming from a field school that we hosted not too long ago at the end of September of this year. So these are actually current students of the program. The fourth year, it's a co-op program. So the idea is that you're gonna get work experience with local and international opportunities. And this will give you the chance to work with potential employers. So the idea is that you can finish your degree with the experience needed to continue on in your professional journey. So as I mentioned, at the end of September, we were honored to be visiting the UBC Malcolm Knapp Research Forest, which is a research unit from UBC that is located in the Katsi First Nation. And while there, we stayed for a week and we were able to collaborate with the Katsi First Nation. We had some ceremony and we did some work in the longhouse that they have. And it was a great experience for everybody, especially students and faculty. One of the neat things about any program at UBC is that UBC is a very big place and it has several resources. So there are mental health resources, recreation resources for all students, Indigenous or not. So you all can get access to this, but there is also additional specific support for Indigenous students. And here we just are listing some of them. The main facility space is the First Nation Longhouse, which is about a 15-minute walk from the forestry faculty. And in there are Indigenous student lunches, there is some workshops happening, and it's a very meaningful place to be. And right adjacent to this place, there is the Indigenous Student Collegium, which is a less formal space. It's meant for to be used as a student lounge, and students can just access. Indigenous students can access to the space and just have a quiet time there. There is the Quechua Library, which is also adjacent to the First Nation Longhouse. We also have Wetitsitsum Garden, which is the Indigenous garden located at the UBC farm. It's a wonderful place. It's open and works all year round. And there is a lot of activities there and a great community to join. There is also the Indian Residential School History and Dialogue Center. This is pretty close to the biggest libraries of UBC. And it's about a 15 minutes walk from the Faculty of Forestry. And it's also a place where the Truth and Reconciliation events happen in September 30th. And also there is the Museum of Anthropology. And also about 20 minutes walk from here, and it's free for all students. And so these are some of the places and facilities and resources that students from BILS often visit. So when it comes to admission requirements, here are listed all the requirements that we hope folks have at the time of the application. So English, that is 12, or English First People 12. English Arts 11, or First Peoples 11. We also need language 11, or a waiver, depending on domestic or international students. Life science, 11, chemistry, 11, physics, earth science, environmental science, 11, pre-calculus, 11. So what happens is that some students have transfer requirements, and that's assessed in a case by case, but there are some block transfer with some institutions like the Native Education College, and that can be checked in the BC transfer guide. And then you can see if the place you are transferring from has this in place, but if not, it's still gonna be assessed in a case by case. So in addition to all of these requirements, this program, because it's a indigenous frame land-based program, also requires a positionality statement. In this step, we just want to know a little bit more about why you're choosing this program, and the idea is that you can explain there what's your intent to having choose this program, what do you intend to do in the future with this program, things like that. But for more information, we've provided there a link that you can visit. That's where you find actually the application and the link to the Qualtrics form for the positionality statement. Now we're gonna go with the questions and answers, but there you can find the website of the Faculty of Forestry, and most importantly, the direct email to the program. So you can email us at students.landstewardship@ubc.ca. You can also try the forestry undergrad at ubc.ca. We're a very collaborative team, so it's okay, you can contact either, but we prefer if you try first with the students.landstewardship@ubc.ca. So now we're gonna stop the recording.